Lesel, founder and general overseer of Grace Outreach Ministries. Happy birthday to you, mommy. Enjoy your day. And this is from Kofi Asare Brakon Abate. Was what Shani Mami. And no. Where's of Mami? Evelyn Lesel, wife of Reverend Michael Lesel, founder and general overseer of Grace Outreach Ministries. Mommy, this is from Abate, and this is from the whole family. Chanti uni baby amame wa na wabona beti acha no say Abate so man awoda pa Kofi Asare Brakon Abate man Abate wono oye bafo wa boss no
yeah me boss pa me boss kesi
mo amuni mari no oye adwuma Peace FM
to boss kesi pa
23 years ago 2000
we feel baba isa so no dia ba so
hey amam boy o je radio adwuma na ye police can go for to pretend that IGP 23 years still
is it say enwamene osafo adudi nkomo wo say oni wo say oni adom da so gina so say me no ye nyane enko retirement
they want some retirement okay retirement na ye wo ye ya cha na age ene de
minim wo mu
ya mu gofo mi nkra ti ya
minim de
so age dia e was ngofo kokura years anzani aba wo ye ya cha so ngofo be
sila no so
enka ya no mkobo
ana ni ko peja ye
ene de omu mi enhu
na ka to fon ko be bo mu da so yi wo mu ho
so omu de ene de omu nyane de bia anse omu ana ba omu sa no mbese ye bia wo week bi ni ehu ba ko
bi
na nkola no mo journalism schools no
enso ateke
o manya bia ye go for wi ahu
na se wo kunya mi say ye party ni mpa o
media amon party no go for me one media de media omu wi school ampanyi for that tete wo better no ma ba bi
kunya bia ye
eti ba for
o makayati
de ndi aben
makayati
una yin aben
so wo baby wo de nam no de wo betima ka sa aben because wo de nam de
ba bo ye nkwai na man kwa minim say exclusive mo wi mai
na man kwa etie
no a story bi obi de mama won say Albertine of Saudi Arabia to send Mudassir Salifu back home for reasons be or no state yeah I don't want to but say yeah follow up with Gomati or said there are issues between Albertine meaning class or Saudi
okay
Omni Mudassir there are some issues there okay baba
ofi we no ofi
me Omni man you boy
Kobo Europa no
owi kete komo man you okay yeah
Tama vote for vote. Don't take money to vote. Don't take money to vote. Look at a fine mind like Sometymer. He is not part of the ESCO because of money. Parkwesi charges football people. Obotamedi.
Okay.
And I mean, extensive conversation.
Only me no unkomo.
And the interview was granting a missalini di hunkomo. Nasa Pakwesi de wa uni ani Pakwesi second year Azakas Pakwesi as na yekan yo.
And I'm better muza only unkomo no na answer mo pi.
There be why interviews? Oh, Ghana Web before publishing.
No, I've seen quota of him so fly.
Why interviews Ghana Web are publishing of him so for them. Oh, it is everywhere. Was he look at fine mind like Sometymer because of money? He's not part of the school.
I have no comment. But to what?
No, I'm saying is Kentia.
On any per water.
Okay, just after the school election. Me, I'm not needing come. I'm not aware of this.
Oh, I'm needing come.
I don't agree entirely with him.
Saying
now, being resourceful is one of the strategies at the co-election.
Yeah, boss say Obia and Jessica.
Me
yeah, tomorrow Obia and Jidi say Obetima ya Jumanoa. We save the game.
We say nam se me nke baba isa na mama comment. So co-election also are resourceful because election sika come.
Sika in buying votes.
And buying of votes. But to facilitate wow on your mom to abanama processes. Makada said, for instance, also being free boko emeto abamawa. Na se o facilitating the bar. E sika na de be manaba.
No, but
and this a wo no eba, o de me ba. Menteki entrenched position.
The reason I'm taking entrenched position
is our raising. There's one person coming from Boko to vote for us, and now from Wa.
Nipakono oba Congress o. Nipakono attend the Congress facilitated by the FA.
There are people who wouldn't have come.
Congress
Omba into Osebra.
But over representing the club into Omaseng.
No, you be an echo. There are a lot of absentees at Congress. There be a Bibiano just one Congress.
Over Congress. We are congressman.
Apart from that, Obia Babi Drew. Unless someone say our whole electoral system, say for presidential, say for Bibio, the electoral college, and yes, sir. For instance, me kwa go to aba. Accra na medru. Ebi kura mi nua bi nchen na me koda. Me do kura me friend also omfa. Na so bi so metime do akwa akoda moving pick. Dey koda o. Ebi kura no one can just be to aba man. Ade cha mama ka ba be fa wo.
Omo de obedi.
Kwa meza oba nti being resourceful.
So what happens to messages are you selling?
The
ahead of
then
there's no need for messages again.
The message is one aspect. Me I GFA election after say Kase Obi Ameye the presentation. When I finish, me can me di wie you know. Papa ya no ye team na che Georgia free mu koto ye no. Na na mpofu bi. No name he called no chair me say you have impressed me.
So you see,
one of them will say, look, I will vote for you.
So you see,
I'm saying that only one aspect of it. Obuana holding any kasan. And the fact that one message and now we can answer some non interest say the Juma bit my achen ubia. So I am a mixer of Nyama baby. Ba election now ni sikadia. Timi me too easy say. GF4 ko to aba mi nko obi mu. Because
who needs Kamewa? You are a fine mind according to prophecy.
Say, on your resourceful, you don't win elections in this country.
Even irrespective of your own,
don't have no pesca. So, me say yes. It's a baby a park with Sika, but oko contest the election bia, but for Unisika, Ope Jaiko, Assembly man crowd pa, also work a crack.
And
I'll bet you are convincing Crawford.
Patrick Akoto say, and the school election crowd could school prefect.
Oh, yes.
School prefect in Buka Tempona and put in school for no. As I call
it's true. It's true. The Baba go Jinabi. Oh, school. Chocolate a toy. Also, for class or chocolate mom. Or see a yard and a picture. That's it's true. Empire ready until she won.
If you don't go head of sports, Mummy and Twaba.
Oh, so I was about to the business careful. You used to position the council election.
Come here, now you
me, I will not agree entirely with Pa.
I think Pa will have to explain further because media, no, I was for him.
GF for about
and Kofi Rikiti, he has been arguing these days. Say, Uncle Fona Motua Banyan.
And no, Bafo, 1 hour in ye.
Now,
you look at factors. But be about my do did you more be so yeah, can't mamma may because a man's will be aware a be a good your friend. And now so I old throw and you said, what's any panel could not be a beer. And no other to a man because I won't call you cray when you're no man biddy. So one day we free more entirely and you unisca copan could be. Yes, I would not.
Tama de can no cray. But she said the Sikana at Dawson. Sikana attacking the preeminence of the elections. I bet monocracy. And
Nimba, but is one person. Is one person. As my okay, any position, no.
Oh, you know, you
go to bar now, catch and so palm, but say, that's a me, I'm a driver. They are principled Ghanaians. and Parkwesi is one of them. I mean, many deal on you be by almost so.
Nana mafo say me musa say during the campaign one fact one CD am will be akra.
Why I gave money? I give money to.
Was this a woman scadia no me headlines on me nyadun.
No, I
say headlines so it think say no be nyadun.
Make a choice say you will be a wa. Oba man some 200 CDs, 300 CDs based on Nipano circumstance.
No I no one to amount.
Oh, and then over to on two, but also then an animal folk. It depends on the situation. But for what I share watching what I bet to a ban or GFC, and you may have told the deed in Comoso Baba, but for a child by with the age, you bet to a banana or to an wakaime. If you are out for track with this acre, and then was after be a usu said the ABC GFC. And I'm sure every day you na Fafa Uba Nefabra. I mean, I know the we free when you. The end ye.
Tell me, I mean, quite
ye. Ora alane ayi ba omu okobe bia okosro bia yembanza na no ayi ora Kennedy Japan okwa asori bi owie ye onom do so mahu sem ha kra no ehia uplifting kakra was a mo ye we was o asori bi o was amount 50,000 enye ade na o peno a ka so ma ho kwa no do mu nya be eno money crat ni sika o mo kwa nko bi
tama vindictiveness in the highest order. Disciplinary committee formed after an incident, an offense has taken place. Damenya chases Alexander Menu. Suspension is in the offing. Indefinite suspension. Tama Ashanti Regional for WhatsApp platform bisuna omudin komona Alexander Menu kansimbi. Ena anye Damenya mode nti omati disciplinary committee say
for a comment on platform
say or appear before them. Now information I make pekene say
man for adwuma
the ombe ya ni na so be suspended indefinitely say be won't because omo ye bibia na alesi ginam omo boha na alesi ginam
for ya mfa some yes don't say
tama me the election me need e chire pa o ene
e bia na abrante na ye bibia omo mra e je so mtimi suspend omo so okay can see a na akwa say o ma bo no po bi na om dey
tama committee ni kra dey ho asem serious no mbeti committee no
my processes in
retrospective me who be da
processes
me who be da we asem ha me who be da so obi ye boni wi ani akote committee say be investigate no ana charge no mo de bon no tama mema wo letter ni bi no akan omo mo ne charge o omo invite no nti onim asem property ayi dey invite no so me appear before the committee
Zakito
the last one hey we papa mo anya wa ha me we dey kupa tama ma me nyewe wada ro ma me so we dey me wi apokama tama head na we dey we interested o mesrawa me pa cho mesrawa tama mesrawa where is the plague tama adena ya dey yakoji award no adena ebon di say kudu mo me plague on where is the plague a businessman from Teshi chases House of Folk NCC executives after 2 years. Tama assembly kukuru ba die we die esinkroyi assembly hu NCC House of Folk NCC executives no Kobe Jones Mamaga Peter Mama Hesi Herman minia oh adena didi na yam omunyina omunyomutimpie no omkoyi omhwano businessman be has a double no tama ana oye ade say ade has empanifo na ye na enefe entika omunko presenting fanko matogbe the king the board chairman as a form of thank you and a code DNCC from penifo ne ho 2 years ni omun fanko ye ana businessman ni buafu wo chesi wo mo so omun fa na ade mre no ana se ka wabo no mu chesi ka no tama afi from kro omun fa
Zach
Zoto
and
then I'm out of the Ebefia, no by a Kotoko discussion be. And penny be a frame. So, and I'm not on meeting come one a concerning board. On Tuesday, no, a dear program, no, and I'm not corner by. Now, what church them in Yama Akoso for some time at the board level, and why or more I don't got that,
but you know, Hobby. or board maybe.
Oh, be pa.
A board member.
Penny pa.
The penny or a board member.
Anne. So
you are saying about the can board member and a catcher.
Oh yes, man, from my
embassy league ground rules.
Yes. So and I only dim common and I watch me and then many so now after this show
that chance more.
Me sure say some of us are in our perception, including me, because on Tuesday for them they can't blame board no can't number be. Some of us are in our perception. Yeah, you better after this show today.
You say a board member and panel yeah. But so I'm was wanted that from that's why you'll be observing him a year. If you had the old baby, you would have observed it. I say, Nana Namuka, Kofi, can ever din capo di titi. I make us say, Obi any baby quo. A year Dana initial the spirit was there, the desire, the enthusiasm.
Yes.
And then I say all of a sudden I see. To also do a sort to format. They said they will see Ubini or Dinko. When I was here, good idea, you better push you a more idea of who the person was no about sleep.
Debbie Pacho. Debbie, Mr.
That's casting doubt on his integrity.
Oh, no.
So tomorrow, what in film cancer?
No, ABC da. Me boom stream gas.
On the only bidder.
It's on the back on this. My baby.
Eti ya adumra so to ebe hu nyuma pa because me din komo pa onu mi se o team Arsenal example ba mu onu mi din komo
oni bring in komo no
I don't say Arsenal stadium no Arsenal enye brook omu like enye club data brook but o Messi stadium no
yeah
saska no mu ni say omu tin konya na at once
yeah
enti o bi sam so mo ye den no kuti stadium no am so mo koje bosia am resfo no besi mo mo no mo dia fi bebre etiae eti only me do mo pa am so too enti jama do me be
mu kakra
yes he gave me a lot of why o mako abakakra and why it is like that and
I hope say a very good discussion
very good discussion
all right
very good discussion now am so too and we are seeing against Manchester United at
what started you know but we say we ma local island bia na we ma me local because so kwa no we are no
we work with one voice and Dr. Nyahota Maklukasa yeah the voice in the okay doctor was on House of Folk supporters why he thinks normal be there are a lot of positives cause wa class of folk supporters ni just are positives ni nyina was being previous and normal omoka emma club ni tumpon no eno na supporters no etaka ho asempa si e ba ebo voice na once again atome bo ase address sa issue na ma discuss Dr. Nyahota Maklunso kakra mba chose ho na me pansem na kan na mti ni nyina be one thing is that
you played it here na
that be mti who say one omo the voices no say this time program so my voice na kakra
okay
and legend it seems that it has become a tradition in this country. It's like from grassroots as you win this kind of winning elections. As your home grant to tough as that is idea. Some five experience this at student level when it comes to student politics. Just as hard as you. And it's one of the biggest reasons why I intimate develop it because whoever invests during election will have to reap when that person comes to power. Me pa challenge what I say. If you are to spend 100,000 Ghana cedis or the 1 billion, election when you come to power, you make sure say by the time of 4 years and then so no, you would have to recoup. I was 1 billion now this year. Also on Saka. Now was also crying young for so.
That's a pay to
another election. So I mean, some now pay canon. It's understandable, but it seems it has become a tradition. And at every level. In terms of my Ghana power when it comes to elections, yeah, that is it. Say they get no, they really invest. Legend, I was maybe I got to a bafo. Science school, sa lab you want to go to the elections in Wakran. Maybe Jiraho. Satama about one course second elections, no. What's your first round, second round, third round, and I judge a free concede. What's your first second? That's a headline. First second. So do the free crack.
Headline.
Oh, son, why you can crazy? But you come right.
Zach, young Koyano, quick enough,
Yes, today at Old Trafford, Manchester.
The whole world is against them.
Manchester United versus the whole world.
I didn't.
At Old Trafford.
I didn't.
Sir, unse team dear, but for your ass, and Manchester United. And ya,
na me ya babo 5 minutes baby do.
You himself Manchester United. So, and then I say, Kofi never as a first no pay as a Carabananzi, Ronaldo so few one.
Oh, minimum.
Also, I say,
no, minimum.
But them and quiet voter in voting and maybe a bako. A them and why and a voting bako. Say, vote to say,
that's why I can't say the support for England.
There be a engine in Kokaya and not for the platform so above Nana be woman say, Sassam would dear.
Say English solidarity, no.
Never moment in the almost zero. As moment in the da. Almost a minimum say, come party. Or maybe up a say, match and was also a end in and then Manchester United and Barcelona, Old Trafford. Nam so to end down payna, Oko Spain wa a move news personal. And he born again, Emma Mundo Deportivo, and now pay or more. A banner headline and I'm say Titanico, say Titanic.
How's what in Spanish, Kaka?
Who say Yentibat Ukaya Odokwa and then the Gogo at woman tea. We are not
going to go Google Translator.
Yes, Ubenya Aina. And to make a Titanic, no. And I see also much El Basa El Asolto, the Legendrano, is a legendary. Old Trafford is legendary. Because park no mas become legendary. Until the bar English no more, or the member English no more. Barcelona are ready to assault the legendary Old Trafford to stay alive in the Europa League. We are Mundo Deportivo and down pay ya. Omukru Omodiaba. And Ufruwa, the next paper, Dario Sports. And also El Partido de la Verdad. And pay the match of truth. There be born again back on the way back on. Almost the match of truth. Yes, and that's all. Also, and pay
Europa playoff.
The match of truth.
Europa playoff.
Na there be
Europa playoff.
Yeah, no correct.
Europa playoff so that when they guy assume the punto di partido like el partido la verdad Europa playoff
we are say there you say obane de to bia it mean stage b
Europa playoff
no perform
but no na music say Europa you a playoff back where
bona
the camasters no
bona nra ye nyina hwe no nra no ebienu a enu we ye pe. But a Wednesday, yes, a Champions League. But the magnitude,
Liverpool. Now, Barcelona, no more need Champions League. No more.
No more.
And no man good enough near you. I'm so you was remedias.
And see
now, and then
I Leipzig,
Manchester United,
Leipzig, Leipzig, Man City. And then it depends. And Man
City no category C match league no budget
some match category C match
me say enya Champions League no
we category A match
so they sabade and assembly can be do you because the level of this game, the magnitude stage now we born a playoff in the Europa. Timame bubu be make kasa quantity Champions League because a Champions League is a Champions League.
Champions League.
And until on says ye bebo bi awada, ye bebo bi kwada, ye bebo bi brada. Now brada ni kwada for na wie no na ya wada ba. Now we kwanya proper ya wada. This playoff games will have been played on Friday to qualify for Thursday. Because the masters in the Europa are waiting.
Yeah, because Arsenal must say more
waiting.
Waiting, Okay.
Man, you they were in a group with PSV.
Yeah.
And they were not good enough to be first.
Yeah.
Like you don't make it cancel on a player.
Papa be away Europe no about Tuesday and Wednesday.
Yeah.
Odonya opportunity
according
to Babeka because Barcelona ya ne tie ya wo
they want to be papa. Etie for Muntio according
to Lewandowski Champions League wa mobi. Champions no mobi.
Player na
I know
winning na.
And how can you say
for the past 2 years what this year na
Ronaldo waje we best be no bobo Saudi Arabia.
Lewandowski no elu echi ana okoje DNA awon.
Last year mo de mono.
Elu echi ya ana okoje.
Zakito, won't change the status of Europa.
Yes, I know okay.
What the thing is established. Yenimasema afras e o ka ba Europa. Don't come and magnify Europa today because Manchester United are in it.
And Manchester United Europa na ye bon. And I say mutia say.
Zakito any question.
Omo draw na. Omo we champions no makudidi. Omo ba bebre ma Europa.
Yeah, na big boys.
Yeah, ni after league ya se change
If you go
to mo group mo di say Europa.
Only second. PSV no top.
Na the first game nya nanum say.
Na be ya wase yetime ne ya adwen kakra ne say. Be wo leja me ba. Be wase yetime ne ya adwen kakra.
Ni so aka fa Europa last year.
You also say this year say Obrane eto de bi yetime yi bi.
E di do sa na
yetime. O tim to bi o ha Obrane o tim say nye level e na ye hu na everything
ka mo ni ye.
E ti do person chere ne say Manchester United Champions League no match 3 times. Omo bobre Champions League. Barcelona Champions League no match 5 times.
Stoke City
Champions League. We circumstantial meeting bi. Eno mu mienu kwa kwehia say. Eno ma bi na atoto omo ne ne. Omo be pimo ya.
Competition na yebon.
I'll write to you Fantasia.
Champions League.
You write to the
playoff to be Friday.
Champions League.
Conference League.
Champions League.
On Saturday morning.
Enye invitational tournament. Champions League any Europa na yebo any invitational tournament e your modern born do ko it is obi bo Champions League and modern born do ko ubo Europa the wo ye no brana obo no and do ko don't make it look like
that is brana
and some of the teams on Mobo Tuesday, Wednesday in the Europa League, and almost better than Barcelona.
No, but their performance currently.
Today, no,
you see, and I can say, Leipzig now they played in a league.
Yeah.
Position now league, no, they call Champions League, and they were good enough to remain in the Champions League.
Yeah.
Manchester and Barcelona they played in leagues in Spain, and Barcelona were good enough to be in the Champions, but in the group they found themselves, they were not good enough. And Manchester United they were drawn against PSV at the Arsenal PSV. Real Sociedad. Now the Real Sociedad kobo. Not all this second. I was asking yes, I need to so. Kofi. That young Koname.
And
Champions League.
The informed team in the world. In Manchester United. FC. FC Barcelona.
And 70 he's not far from right.
Oh, so Manchester United are they topping any league in the world today?
I've not said that.
What makes them informed?
I've not said that.
They may not be topping. Maybe I've won in the last few games now. Chelsea had the
MFA Everton in the last 3 games they've won 2 and lost 1. They are in the informed team. Inform position and say how informed you are. Yeah. You are on a distant third in the Premier League. What do you inform?
The informed Manchester.
Informed team in the world.
Yes.
I don't know Manchester is the most informed team in the world.
Oh, sir.
Because Obiabo the whole of this season. We lose 2 games.
I have my own. In the last 20 matches.
In the last 20 matches. Manchester winning say.
Oh, send the
winning say we nyam to winning say. And 20 winning say. So na my statistics.
And the
winning say.
So we are.
Okay, di na no me ba anye. I'm going 2 matches na 10 I lose you.
20 no kwa. 20 no kwa no like to onya. 20 no winning say.
So, Mr. So, Enra Manchester United who tama Barcelona for no Elande or Manchester Como and United supporters in national scene ebusi. When you look at the Barcelona team, tama no musi playing one by one now. Na enra Jibo ase the bam team first. And I'm saying, hey, but Manchester United to nkofo yes nkofo can win some pound. Because when you look at the Barcelona team, even from the first leg, now to compare this United team, meaning how but me both like I said they have squad depth and that's a good players than Manchester United team way. Baby Jibo, that's a team way. Now you just job most in the first year, you know. How many of them will start in this Manchester United team?
Like the end go the match na
how many of them?
And I'm with Sanopa. I'm saying now this analysis is very spot on tomorrow.
Barcelona are coming to Old Trafford.
Who do you know? Yeah.
Kofi with a midfield of Busquets, Sergio Roberto, Francese, and Dion.
Yeah.
So on any day, if you come to Old Trafford with this midfielders under Ten Hag, you are in trouble. So what they Sergio Roberto, Sergio Busquets, Francese, any Dion ever Old Trafford, you are in trouble.
How many leads do you have about 2-2? Names.
Oh, say Nyabotre.
Listening go for me
because
guy.
They make pan say Arsenal so that Yodiga no budget 3-1 and
Arsenal what the Arsenal be
make pan.
Also the people you are in trouble.
Arsenal 3-1 Arsenal the budget 3-1.
United be buy. They were not in trouble. Now me police for players needing. And do the Arsenal be dia any ever call referee no be part no. It's a goal 10-1.
This midfield on any day standard no enye dan WWE you can't from Muko Casemiro level. Okay. Bruno mo level de be munduru ho. Etene this midfield na Barca dey Old Trafford no kwa no a problem at Barcelona. The good news is that Anthony is back in the team. And the chair was say when Anthony and Co are back, you benya Bruno all by the favorite midfield on Oban Fimfion and Koyera Kwata in the last 3 games, Costa is on the right side as a number 7 on the ball operator no cut in. Now Mr. Otuo, Rashford currently the best player in the world, the best striker in the world currently. Actually say he is a man for the big occasions. Stage now a sumo
currently.
Yes, currently.
Adiana
no, he's currently the best player in the world. He's currently the best striker.
Yeah, no film you Google striker no. He was best player in the film. But the best player in the striker.
Best striker no. Since in recent yeah in our show
recently
a free World Cup no buy no.
Okay, to meet mama me so recent January buy.
Say mo dia no me dia na me ka.
Me busa mo dia.
Also ya dia no
me recently February. And the February ban the best player in the world as well.
And Zakito say from World Cup on Rashford.
On the best player in the world.
Yes, from after the World Cup he's the best player.
And you stand that
he's a and and there at Old Trafford the butcher is back in the team.
Who can there here?
Lisandro Martinez back. On the first leg no Ambubi. Now he's back in the
Champions League
game I'm so
Europa playoff.
You would love the atmosphere at Old Trafford. This season in the last 17 matches at Old Trafford United have won 15, just 2 draws. In the last 15 just 1 draw, 15 wins. It's the idea United team no Eric Ten Hag that fear factor. Nah, your name's Old Trafford won previously. Team be about Old Trafford and names no. Ten Hag 15 in the last 15 games at Old Trafford. Old Trafford we last 15 at Old Trafford. Yes, 14 wins, 1 draw. And then least na Udibeshe no. So and at least mobile tutor no. That is the only draw.
Old Trafford.
Yeah, Old Trafford. And Ten Hag Abadibi. Now have you checked Barcelona's defeat this season away? So just 3 games all competition away this season. Barcelona have lost just 3 games away.
On the season, on the season football 15.
No season they've lost only 3 games away. Away against Real Madrid 3-1, 1-0 against Inter Milan, Bayern Munich 2-0. And when you look at their defeat on the road, these are clubs that you can easily how teams on fast lose here now. Stadiums some lose to games.
This season Manchester as well lose saying.
No, Manchester we will send a easy crowd. At least you be back first 2 no. Back Arsenal 3, Man City 4. You remember Sociedad de United at Old Trafford. And he said no.
Me dem busy mum. But that's it. Go
it's there. Between 2-1, 3-1 for Manchester United at Old Trafford.
Okay.
Well, legend. Ideally, it's a big game. It's a big game. Game need a big, a very big game.
A deal is big.
Yes.
The game is not a big game.
Oh, sir, a deal is not a boy.
The occasion is not a big occasion.
Manchester United and Barcelona.
Europa League playoff.
Yes.
How can it be big?
And legend, you understand, sir. Aside the fact is, sir, I'm dropping from Champions League by Europa. No. Barcelona are leading the league table in the Spanish La Liga. Manchester United are third. A Premier League na omo bono. And to the two teams, domestic competitions and omo bono, or match indeed they are performing very well. Aside that, omo rich history in terms of a European competition. Yeah, and they have not demonstrated that in that competition. Yes, and this season. Yes, but
Baku was second in an Europa Easy group.
Yes,
Baku also was third in a Champions League group and not internet.
Yeah.
But the occasion is not big.
Oh, but occasion one, but the two teams involved. And Emma, we said last week no more side game no boy come no Champions League matches no more boy ni na and the new viewership and Champions League games. UEFA for the statistics in buy no the new viewership pa na Europa League game na call so e come no
viewership say
the
but that's the size of the stadium
viewership the size of the stadium ni pe call who obo tena TV a cheap share
because people have already subscribed that
oh that the same subscription and none of the teams the Champions League the same subscription and none of the share Wednesday Champions League but omo nya sa numbers as compared to ASI game na course will come no.
Other teams don't boy any following as these clubs.
Oh, legend. As entine can in America said the two teams involved no. Barcelona involvement, Manchester United involvement. So two teams in it they intimate discount. So that is the point. And the Mr. Matthias and I'm saying the two teams in one day. Legend Emmanuel crucial game.
For Europa Cup move yeah. All of a sudden Europa Cup America.
Oh, teams in no bono legend teams in kwa crucial hono. See, Matome Barca Manchester United legend. Let's admit this. Manchester United team today is difficult to play against Manchester United. Mafa Barcelona team no mafa Manchester United team no. Me hwe first game na call so ewo Camp Nou. Eno ma mi hu ye ni. Mi hu Barcelona omo attack a na omo ye good. But omo defend a na omo ye poor. And Barcelona concede a lot of chances to Manchester United. The number of chances omo concede and something about Barcelona this season legend omo concede chances papa they are winning in terms of form there they are on good form the last 18 games of Barcelona are legend omo winning 16 out of the last 18 and the form there they are on good form but some to me Barcelona me show more they concede a lot of chances. So on a day on best opponent, on bet me take you on more chances and Barcelona best struggle. And that's the more reason why Manchester United any 2 goals against Barcelona ever come new. Nene, Mesha sa team no and one of them back ever Old Trafford. Yacha Manchester United team ni. And I know make same way if you say United are just one signing away from becoming a fortified team. Because of how they are playing, no form department by department. How we defense and a bomb ball recently. 45. How yes, 45 team. So team were just strong in all departments. Me ba cha say, offer the goalkeeping, offer the defense, offer the midfield, offer the attack. Me ba cha it's left with the center forward row. So Manchester United Erasama, no more goals everywhere. Nasa United bet menya a player like Victor Osimhen a player like Hurricane. So Mutiminya, one of these two strikers, anybody be German Manchester United and United, they will become one of the complete teams in the European competitions now. They are just a signing away from becoming one of the most fortified teams in the in Europe. Mbajo say, oh, Diego Dalot, later you may come with name, but who said they play well? This is United team now. Later, so Omu defender they have balance because of Air Casemiro. Casemiro actually say, and your Madrid team no kwa na man here Casemiro. Watch time and time again say, so Okoremo Brazilian national team. Okorem Manchester United, even at FC Porto, Casemiro said the art of defending as a defensive midfielder. There's no single defensive midfielder legend who defended better than Casemiro. And then, so per player and impact about Manchester United power, a branch of friends said Casemiro. Stability or the Manchester United midfield, no. And then the midfielders around Casemiro, they play with a lot of confidence. Because there's a player that will do some mop up on their mom. So Casemiro's presence in midfield, Bruno Fernandes' presence in midfield, and ideally, on the basis of midfield, two teams in the midfield and the legend, you would have to go for team and friends of Manchester United. Because Pedri out and Gavi out. Manchester United ball with Busquets, ball with A.D. Young. On board with Air Frankesi and Sergio Roberto. Legends say me first have made food way against Manchester United midfield now. How more accelerating, how we defend it, how Bruno Fernandes pop it up, create chances. Now all are they up as an additional striker. That is the rule of Bruno Fernandes. He doesn't only pass and defend as a midfielder. But the team now attack here, he add up to be an additional striker who expected the so Babisha goals, but he always posts out to score those goals for team and friends of Manchester United. And today just me first alpha test when you know. Last week I mentioned Barcelona and I bisa me say omo team na da is here no. Dembele out, Pedri out, Gavi out. When they be complimented the effort of Lewandowski. He is having a fine season. So far La Liga no he has scored about 15 goals in the La Liga. He's in great shape. No form na there yet. But who complimented the effort of Lewandowski up front for team and friends of Barcelona? Coupled with the number of chances they concede. And today, bon mame Marcus Rashford kakrana menya na mefa United game nsi. Ayana a difficult to argue Zakito on the form of Marcus Rashford. As a forward there, legend, the form of this young guy no that screen is on it there. You can never ever underrate the performance. Oh, they met me friends of Manchester United. Jiboka Korasteli Asemoha. Yenina can Wasemoha. But I don't think he has been more influential than Marcus Rashford. Yeah. It will be Bienbon or Mobon.
But we're in the team that top of the league. Or lose just one game in the Italian Serie A. Champions League will lose one game. The whole season. Lose 3 games. Cremonese in the Coppa Italia. 1 in the Italian Serie, 1 in the Champions League, 3 games the whole season. Those were influential.
And the can say, listen, we are talking about individual players here.
But we are talking about Rashford form. Started after the World Cup. Yes, started season somewhere in July. And how can you use few matches to say he has been more influential?
Rashford he was also scoring.
Rashford before World Cup was in good shape. He was scoring. Happened the performance no pijamu more.
Now no say what Kofi starting about. Before World Cup he was scoring.
Marcus Rashford no. Yet you know Marcus Rashford in the Premier League. Decisive moments, big moments, big games.
Big games.
And he has been doing this consistently, week in, week out in the Premier League. Manchester United didn't play in the Champions League this season. They played in the Europa League. And such situation now no move. Say Europa League na offer Manchester United last weekend. Edward Moko, Old Trafford. Check it.
Europa League they were
on
top their group.
Yes, they didn't top their group. Yeah, they didn't top their group. Just check how Marcus Rashford a position was said that go against Barcelona El Camp Nou. And legend, you know how consistent this player has been. Everything Manchester United has been Marcus Rashford in terms of goal scoring. How position in between centre backs
for his team.
For his team.
To the best player on the team.
Yeah, for Manchester United. But I think
on
Metie Carlo Ancelotti Madrid ball Madrid ball Liverpool game ni wie. What's Ancelotti make his statement will make it an NSA. Statement will make it an NSA. At the moment, the most decisive player in world football, Ancelotti say Vinicius Junior. That was after Real Madrid any Liverpool game no boy no. Was it the most decisive player currently? I have branded friend say Vinny Junior.
I say Vinny Junior no or street 200 meters ahead of Rashford. You know. You know.
Oh man.
This is him.
No,
what has he done?
He's still just in the Champions League.
I don't know what Champions League. I see something going to come. Hey, are they league in
Hey. Na league na they not second in their league.
Yes,
Man, they not third.
It's not making like say.
Then Rashford why am I team? Vinicius only man team. You see, he's good enough for his football club.
Oh,
that's all.
Not his football club.
Yeah, about
any team no, and why the most influential player. So what I say, because even in the league now, he's not a top scorer in the league. And if Mususu Rashford, all born woman, the less encouraging. And you see, they are judging him by his previous numbers. They know he can. No, no, man, need the young and he's good enough for his team. You see, Rashford at the Oyerepa and the team no go in Europa, no, they could not even top a group. The team, the Oyerepa man, the team in the team not that third in the league. And me Kofi
legend.
At the Rashford the
legend. Mama one example. Reason why I am difficult to say. Would the player be individual performance now for the team in any other? Let me give you one example. No, let me give you one example. Let me give you one example. You know, Mbappe performed this season before World Cup, during World Cup, and after World Cup. You know, Mbappe perform Mbappe as a player. Say, your first leg in a course of Paris Saint-Germain. Paris, be actually say, PG for no muku film. Team no Allianz Arena. Buy me for no cook you film. Me right on off bet me say on the evidence of first game now.
Even before that, make that even before they go there. Team Mbappe argument because I mean
exactly. So
I'm interested.
If today the point is sene you raise out 2 leg now here bono Paris Saint-Germain by Munich na say PG free mo. Should we say because say Paris Saint-Germain free mo we cannot talk about the influence or the impact any the individual performance Abrante friends Mbappe Diama this season.
But so people catch say Mbappe is the best player, the most informed player in the world. You better the Wayama team. Anywhere you have taken your team to, you cannot isolate this.
What mean you from that?
It is all because
discussion.
Can Rashford today? Can Manchester United? Yeah, Europa League top 1 group.
Yes.
Yeah, can Rashford in T. Now no be on call Barcelona. You know, Marco said 3-2, 3-1.
Yes.
Rashford in Nano. Call on ball draw. Rashford in Nani League. No that third. Into oh yeah, the Yamona Basso. But some of the call I and Baby Shamo. Oh, Rashford.
No, to Basse. And I can.
Oh, Diamond Basso. No,
legend. They're making it very simple. Rashford form, no. Metias say yes, it has to take the team forward. But example, I'm the man is if to be played out.
Brighton say Manchester Old Trafford. This season.
Yeah.
First game.
Oscar.
Yeah.
So no, that's saying I midfielders been on because say what's when they match up
it happens. So legend and Marcus Rashford.
And
When you ready to be your Oscar,
Marcus Rashford. Obviously a pijana dodo. Dabi. We are not exaggerating his form. He's on great form. And then so Manchester United be qualify over Barcelona. A bear Marcus Rashford. Dr. Rashford. That player who has been honored.
And that man will be up against a better striker in Lewandowski.
Yeah. But the man can say Marcus Rashford no say Manchester United be qualify over Barcelona. Abrante friends say Marcus Rashford. And maybe United are qualifying. A 2-1 victory or a 3-1 victory for Manchester United.
Na head of sports ne head of program section. Yeah.
2-1.
Who are Simbiano Academy?
Legend 2-1 or 3-1. United are qualifying tonight.
Okay. I only Bazak
3-1 or 2-1. They are qualifying tonight. Not qualify to the next stage.
Yeah.
United for the said omunin so preparation starting on our box any manufacturer United for money
ene je kasa nakan
also opportunity
wala waka do wala kana kama opportunity
Ma you for intimidation.
Mama 1 minute mama boy ya baso.
Omo
Ken Luka. Na no ahwe there hin. Ohwe city na ahwe.
Me back. This is back no back na to.
Yes. Anura Ken Luka, we are hoping so be picking the form.
But so obam late.
Obama 30 minutes. It was good. And on the best game ni na. Enye no good one necessary game ni na de man inter. But omoma me performance na me de man me there. Omoma me yemhye me kakra. Porto for no. One hwe omuye pa. It's quite unfortunate. It's good for Inter Milan to have you this our record and now Munyan in the second leg, you know. But now it's 50-50 game. Okay. Porto for 100 pa.
You go idea.
so true. Manchester supporters
like it to about Champions League come here.
Manchester supporters na man say Manchester supporters pa na we draw money mu biase pa o. Hey. Na say bi na Zakito keka no. I say Manchester team ni gina baby and other clubs we gina baby. Yes. United progression about team you need to and science ni be game no ko ball kam no. E show the leveler Ten Hag edit team na do baby of first team na baby of the team na do. But the team is not a finished team. Abeka say enemy ya no. They stand a chance of winning trophies or more compete. Even when you pick the Premier League this season baby are you now matches are abo ufa bibia in the Premier League they are not the best team in the league. Europa no mo they are not the best team in the Europa.
Who is the best team?
Tell what the match na see. But at least Ten Hag chire BB and where your science am if you say Zakito mu should rather think about the future no in the year. The Manchester United team no ayana oka supporters ni bizo e na uta Manchester United but omuro fi say you will players because Manchester United ne when other clubs which is United in QS can from form me na metin studio I say Manchester United will never progress with Cristiano Ronaldo and they don't have Ronaldo are they not progressing but time na oka no say uta Manchester uta Ronaldo. But last season, Rashford here no more bonabasu. O can be Rashford analysis bi wa.
Oh, pray.
E ka che o say 2 seasons ago, before the coming of Cristiano Ronaldo, the numbers of Rashford, any other attackers of Manchester United, Ronaldo by Neswati. Ronaldo back at team no. And my young development here. Until they should move on without Cristiano Ronaldo. I'm say, hey. But the Manchester supporters net I'm say Ronaldo ko no team na ye pa. Team na ye
busuefo.
But
busuefo no ko.
Football supporters. So we say the musiti no. O kan no kura kire mo mpe. Me too. A gamer. Ma obia am fa the confidence in kosu bibire bibia timisi. Enye gamer ba kwa ho den wo so chan ba ko. Too. Spanish teams recently enjoy good moments at Old Trafford. Spanish teams recently. So omo enjoy good moments. Now me talk about the progress of Manchester United this season. Me sure say we can show one Leicester City. Manchester United in the first half were lucky so much 1-0 because Leicester wasted a lot of chances. Wasted a lot of chances in that game. May I sure say they will not make those mistakes because our chances Lewandowski will punish Manchester United all the more. So competition a do stage say it's not only about the form but the ultimate show character. Any winning. It's another test. Edema 2 coaches no mujina bench, edema 2 clubs no. Xavi for Barcelona, then Ten Hag for Manchester United. How Ombe handle the pressure? Games we say, especially Manchester United, for Barcelona there, it looks like La Liga no more. And Madrid, a bad day say Madrid, to win the La Liga. But for Manchester United, so to aside what 2 players in San Mama, your games be what and the season they do stage be a share games be a it's me put him the confidence. So when we near it's a game be the Manchester United bubble against Barcelona no. Because after first leg no mkobo 2-2, the kind of confidence our players nenya, the kind of confidence our supporters enya no. So results now koye na bema boda Manchester United supporters and the players will start asking themselves questions. Yeah, drew ho and I knew ho. Eti a very good game. A very good game. Manchester United are be playing with Barcelona. Somewhere around, I'm say 84 with the Cup Winners' Cup. Barcelona are be playing with Manchester United. The last time Barcelona bar Old Trafford, I'm sure Manchester United 3-0. Yes, almost 3-0.
Yeah, Phil Jones mo. Yeah, Phil Jones because morning.
And also, we are going to watch a game. They see our first leg no. Okay. Any different. On say, what's near Casaba first leg? And the second leg players are Barcelona MS no. In the first leg, Pedri, Gavi, MXC, the experience of Sergio Busquets in the middle. Busquets, Ebia, Miloto, the former Ochoa under Pep Guardiola, he is aging, and no they but Oba with certain leadership qualities. And only defining the style as Xavi person Obono. To say no Xavi player no define the style of Pep Guardiola person Obono. Sergio Busquets is the secret of Xavi's system. Their quick transition from defense into attack. Busquets na yes ade ni nyina. And as one betimi ahodu ball na cha. And Sergio Busquets na yes adwuma ni nyina. Etinei he will try as much as possible so obeje ball na je pressure ni be the free defenders ne so. Manchester United be go for early goal. Game number 2, Manchester be go for early goal. The first 20 minutes Manchester United will look for a goal. Barca handle the first 20 minutes and then amount for enjoy football Old Trafford. Yes.
The first 20 minutes no go beyond.
So Manchester should go the first 20 minutes there. Then they are done with the game. But so man team should go in the first 20 minutes there. Pressure no be turning on to Manchester United. A bit done and they are Manchester. So okay, Saturday we catch or say Omoni Leicester City game no. Just a Manchester share in the first half. Because one normal Barcelona more use a lot of energy. Until all boss edge games are esa was sent them. Na second half no ba manage game no. The pressure of the game until they have catch Manchester players no. Monko for early goal. Said the Bayer, sa pressure no will turn on Barcelona. Say Manchester anchor for early goal in the first 20 minutes. The pressure will rather turn on Manchester United. It's a game I'm to a young man you be decided. And no one make a no.
Okay.
Manchester be winning. They will score in the first 20 minutes. Say Barcelona handle Manchester United in the first 20 minutes. Barcelona will qualify to the next stage of the competition.
Okay. Very fair and objective analysis. Okay, Zach and I'm BBI fine. Bravo. It's how about night too.
Yeah, it's not yet.
What prepared here? I prepare so bonfire man.
Yet. I'll try to never be Jim. On the program, well arranged.
Yeah,
and you womb piebo womb messages womb.
That's
two ten some no bonfire, no tenum, no tenum, some no bonfire, Cheshimti, and yet door, and when you come, umre.
Cover me all night though.
One night I normally me bar na me pese me very private na me ni nyanko
you are
I say
no you are also right.
Yeah me bar say empire born am be bo say
onye nam for some
me bar
oba won che obi an hwe obi a
bet me abunku to jo ba bi me hye kona bi
Kofi would be count
aha say ba font ase me manati ase e pe kona bi a
I didn't hear kona bi no
kona bi na
obi be sum ho obi be hu obi
oh that be na o ka gaka papa anim akra no director anim akra nyu bia no betimi hu bi ba cha se mpa ibo na abo nkita hudie na no nyankopon
yati ase eja yeni
ojo na adi bam na ba
tama mpacho why adwuma o gaka da gaka sisi eguana has gaka become obsolete
na eka executive council
se me pese me chese so wasomo hodo se tama
amo ya adwuma ba
baby gaka keka kono ayemedin sisi you know hwe na say omo ye some person ko share minister no omo ko tana minister na ama
omo share minister da na so as chairman fiano ni minister share
and after omo ko tana for about 2 hours na minister ni nyadaje mehwe omo this is gaka you are talking about gaka first opusu ni ho a na baby obedu bia na atene nka no and gaka seek audience of the minister kra na tama minister ne pe oni adaje tama baby hame and say gaka say after the league na GF organize no and no after them be your competition how why after the gaka no we lose host to the stand say the gaka on their own cannot put two teams together to play the president cup just a league ya bo no a ya organize ya bibia wie no o makofa league no dom hokoba kotwitwi hu kakra something is wrong with Kujo Fiano's gaka this time around Fiano time on city up I almost struggle to convince House of Folk any kotoko to accept say our match no and on the president cup and na the abesha ho and I say we board run about penalties and I see I don't get it meanwhile almost happy gate fees so and he gaka tama baby gaka kokoko no and sinimitri me feel say Mr. Fiano on city up kakra ne gaka no kofom hamadwin tama minim say ade we ehun hiawo you see at this stage at this time so we are kotoko Ghana ha 2 major competitions ayebo wa hanmo kotoko e was 2 major competitions nim the Premier League kotoko betimi age the FA Cup kotoko betimi age se kotoko betimi age this 2 double no o betimi age this double supporters no ebeka hu yie pa number 1 in terms of attendance in terms of year back team no any bibia edi babia tama and some me titi ni de boba was supporters front no ese so obi e ma na ni ko no hwe anya sa ebetimi affect say supporters no ebo team no penifon de omo baby omo yo madwuma anya no na make I'm not talking about the management I'm talking about the supporters leadership because of people being interested you know and normal omo ye no tama for instance na me headline na make WhatsApp platform Ashanti regional WhatsApp platform and you say Alexander Benu akwaka asem bi WhatsApp platform no so
akwaka say
almost say akase tia honorable Joseph Kotu say obi di Kotu twa Alexander Benu mpua and in his response no or also so etutu bi gun and ne kasa no anye de
joka say
tama min kai actual ayina okaye no then national executives at the committee I say you inviting say omra normal responding to say issues no when 2 people have a banter nipa me nunya banter our platform so ye ba ko eja ba ko hofra ba ko say omra na o meeting disciplinary committee a committee that was not existent because of one another yes for anything yati committee all of a sudden omra na investigate no how Jan Kwana national executive one person more achieve antia they pick one person because omo who say elections no as a man and the key person we need no and they say the bia yem pekwa bi so and then you free honom you si nchen why what are they seeking to achieve the Christopher Damanya they na ohwe then na all come to that level they na all pay and nipa me no nya banta me ne same ye members of sports platform no ye kontokwa head of sports wa ha on free na management afrey our sport platform so how and now no pay me sorry on the sports platform head of sports they better so was still watching any program me who know the main platform no so but I will take one that is coming from my head of the department because onuna me shana say me respond to immediately omo di omo ni pass obi yabon edidi no omo ja assign ho ama national no akwati committee any ho all because ya trase aye first no ya the number ye be ya di be ye obi afim anya ye enti se ade entama me check ye no ochina unless Oshama, they will suspend him indefinitely. No more yin film. Let's say Abeka Vincent and Mr. Seusu, Mr. Osesibe. Meanwhile, Mr. Osesibe no. What petition against Vincent say Vincent is unqualified. National chairman after the 3 candidates, you know, he refused or failed to mention yet to catch on the new Obiafa. Meanwhile, there's a petitioner. I know that people they tell me say me no say. One the woman say omo investigation. Omo free obia, omo free one single person cry. But omo say omo say extension because time na so want to anya adwuma no. All because omo who say senator bia no, say me kan ha de bia no, say region ni mu the menya the candidate he will not contest the national elections no. So they must have a candidate who will contest the Ashanti region because when we need Ashanti region we need the national elections no. And Alexander Menu is not their candidate. Therefore, yampa every means possible be any free honomo. Eti no, wakaka sa WhatsApp platform so I know be there. Eti any yampa happy before committee. Na yet me suspend no so that then we get him out of the way. Why?
Yeah, to also.
Tama, why?
Yeah, to also. So I think the point is well made. As someone can so me ni because on the brain no minimum. Black
Assembly, I'm inviting him to it. Fiache because Assembly air time. It's becoming one too many.
I don't know say for support in discipline.
Me support in
society. Okay.
Me support in this, but there's always a procedure. There's order. And you know, all my region, so we say someone and then national office over here. That is the separation of powers.
Unless make allegations against somebody being appointed by the national and allegations against the national. And non say unless committee any mobile for. He should go allegations no here to prove sending some no kind of evidence. Where as may
anti Nipano yet national.
Yes, it was against Koto. Any some executives of the national. Na say how do you boni fia.
Okay. I didn't hear.
Yes, your boss how do you know fia. So what did I mention say? It's the moment to make allegations no. Odo mo credibility at on the line. That means the NCC will have to form a disciplinary committee, invite less. No allegations now why what be omo bisa no yan. We assembly. We ni hwan na on pese kini enu hwan. We na assembly.
Tama.
Na assembly
anka jibo amemu a ka asem no ka ba wie but me pa chow
na dey what na wo me say
asem no ya emahi na me tan ema bufu so tie Mr. Alexander Menu Ashanti Regional Circus Council Kumasi dear member invitation to appear before the NCC disciplinary committee on report of misconduct. We make reference to a letter per NCC ADM, I don't know what it means, 0102-2023 on 27th January 2023 from the NCC National Executive Committee on the above mentioned subject. You are therefore invited to appear before the disciplinary committee of the National Circus Council to explain why disciplinary action should not be taken against you on the said reported misconduct as follows. Date 18 February 2023. Time 12 o'clock in the afternoon. Venue Golden Gate, the Vapopla Golden Gate Hotel Amakum. Thank you. Yours in the circus. Alexander Seusu. Tama, what is the charges?
Bafo.
Where is the charges? Jeno or Babeka. Jeno why? Assembly in a soil in Latin and India. We hope it that all we have to say you are to be a call the child you call the one.
I'm not standing here. I'm not standing here to defend anybody.
What is the charge? Where is the charges? Where is the charges?
We are communicating.
Why is the
one
charges?
after the other. But yeah.
I won't tell you.
We have a duty to show some respect to those who are listening to us.
Sorry.
One after the
too
other.
much.
And yeah. Come there and find some unity. They can no montia sem na see. And if the moderator asks you to hold on, no be remember. Let's give them that respect. Yes, I baby, you know.
But I won't answer questions. No,
one after the other. Bacho,
based on Harry, Olete ya okanchi. Let's say, at a point, a letter was given to Alex. On that supposed allegation, now what council man can read. The baby wanna say. Saturday, no mistake. Go back and pick that letter. A dear no mokacha letter be no mucho de males.
But that can't do anything. The general public will just.
Send away. I want to professor me.
They can to do the kind.
Hey, what can Tama any letterhead, National Circus Council. Omo addressing him Mr. Alexander Menu Ashanti Regional Circus Council Kumasi. Dear member, invitation to appear before the NCC Disciplinary Committee on report of misconduct. Headline no Masasi. We make reference to a letter per NCC ADM 0 date here, on 27th of January 2023 from the NCC, the National Circus Council Committee on the above mentioned subjects. You are therefore invited to appear before the disciplinary committee of the National Circus Council to explain why disciplinary actions should not be taken against you on the said reported misconduct as follows.
They
made reference to
the letter over there no states.
So they refer to it. So it means that he is aware of that letter.
Letter be. Other letter is
don't refer, you know. Referred means that yes, everything is on that letter. So it be that they have been prior correspondence. He's a letter cannot refer to something which is non-existent. And now Alex is on your way of
this letter now fine.
I don't know whether Alex you are aware of a letter or not. But let me point in here. This is a letter that is inviting Alex to appear before a disciplinary committee. Sir, letter no, it must tell Alex what offense what are the offenses, so that he can prepare a proper response.
What did they refer to?
Bafo, kind of first line meeting.
Yeah, but what's saying? The NCC,
the mother body of the circles, wrote to Alex on the conduct. So it's the because we don't get it. And the NCC now refer case to the disciplinary committee.
Committee look at any hot. Committee.
It's when you write something from this committee.
Why? Obi Aboni we are sending a committee. There should be a standing committee. Obi Aboni I refer to what
this letter.
Committee be any hot.
The letter was sent to Alex on 27 January 2023. Per letter we know sending a letter so that
letter is saying. Letter necessary. That's what the problem is. That's what the problem is.
It is for Alex to tell us. I'm not receiving the letter before. We are here analyzing the okay. And they refer to a letter written earlier on 27th.
Which said what?
Should I find out? So usually once it is referred, you don't need to repeat what is in that letter here.
And you go and find out.
And the Alex and Kase have not received any letter before. Or be honest with you, Obeka say they wrote to him. So this invitation, it's a follow-up to what was written to him earlier on.
Committee no. Anyhow, we need because what the BT say NCC, there should be a standing.
Some committees are ad hoc. Some committees are ad hoc.
So it should be backed by a constitutional this thing.
Almost committees are yes standing and all they are ad hoc. And no crown
exchanges. Why is that person also not invited? banter between the family. Why is that? Maybe say a lot of questions because me I don't get it.
Yes, on the allegations and
Obi ne ka say obi di koto twa ne mpoa. And all responding here. And all someone almost say
in the response he made allegations.
It's fine.
So come and substantiate it.
But what about the person?
Also on your allegations.
And then what go to challenge unless the man want unless you bit with the national and cow is that what they say?
No, you need to take time.
Tama, unless there. Obi bit with the national platform so national empower.
You see,
because to unless is that what they are saying?
The subject matter now is to substantiate an allegation. Nipa kron so an allegation.
Also can some go figu
Omo go pattern to kwa wo. Omo say what can be about our national officer and we want to be kura na be boam ye national officer na di.
E be kwa dey kan e no kure.
E be come and substantiate it. You don't need to
I'm saying that he belongs to a region which should have a committee on take care of the matter because I didn't call it a regional platform. Ashanti regional platform so that's me see here. So why would the national executive pick it up
against the national?
The two on in the same platform
and
region.
I'm sure the national officer and allegation Etiano was appointed by the national officers. Remember? And into the region, you know, cannot investigate an issue with Koto because one man a Juma.
So are they saying Koto has complained about something? Is that what they are saying?
Oh, no, because
so is Koto complaining about something?
Why you don't need to complain? Me see, the Bikrana minimum it borders on integrity. A man qualified to hold the position he's holding. And the brand be him. So even
when the person assembly fan who has no complaint.
Allegation ti obi ani kwa say bafo metie yi. So be allegation ti amia. But she ba betimi aka say or rem because he has given me a role to play. Any kwa say why me ko complaining. No akwai based on the akafa we need to find out whether indeed is a person to play the role I've given him.
Near process.
Right.
Come on, when you know because of the regional elections in India.
You can say that.
Nothing more, nothing less. And I'm saying that Dominion knows that with that Ashanti region, he can win the elections. It just everything.
Does that give Alex the opportunity to say anything more? That's all you know.
We need to work with time. So
now intro na me know we didn't come about the protocol board and the Otuo-Acheampong project. Why? Because initially na me some more of the position say the board no MY. But as I told you after Nkomodia me di nra I'm my position in most of their meetings no me say there be football can say a company there individuals yantin face and fan kwoshe ademo for example in this board they were given 3 years. So they were given 3 years. And tell me the bottom sika. Akwa de go that no ochina 3 years no so na me ni ho a musika no aiden yes as can ashi. But they can use Kotoko to get money, do the project and Kotoko Japade. It's one of their meetings, the agreement was that. And the idea I want to ask now Assembly they make a reference to the Arsenal new stadium, Emirates. Stadium no.
Jim saying we now
now
for the strategy.
Now na any say one of their meetings no say there be. See ano. Yen individuals yen en face sika. Say yen sika ye de kwakoye project akosi adogo dache.
Na say board dey for us an Kotoko board dey sign it.
Baba ono mo say what they know is enya sana enya kind of corporate in it.
Say na bit ma jebo say magoto.
Say
no mbozi aje chen.
I don't there. So if
one na be guarantee sir.
Say the guarantee say they think that the Kotoko na Bosiano.
One.
That say they are using Kotoko as a football club to go for the Bosia.
Team Rano the Kotoko and the no more Bosiano.
That and
also Chizon send them numbers as a wine catcher also say a board the only casa.
No say the reason why
the
reason why that decision
is the owner of Asante Kotoko. Otum for Mobosia or Tisikaso. Ntirono Tisika ko no ne dia Zikano. Ti onko Mobosia will be ho. Ti board for no mo nhye ya mo de beba piska bibia you have to arrange it. Ne Kotoko ne be guarantee we.
No sir.
What I say? Sana mbeso me o ti ase o.
Say na me say the reason why that decision ye bogu ye
understand? Antony.
Just said the inti on by board. No, they have forgotten it.
No, and I'm also no. Baby, I'm also free by no. Baby, I'm forgetting you. Baby, I'm also free by no. Him say, baby, almost businesses no converse on Murana no. Like, yeah, Adisa.
Nazaki Matuasi.
So almost say where they are coming from. Where as in bank, where you find for board body. Almost all converse on Murana no. Yeah, sa.
Board biane home running home sheye. Kotoko board no two for friend and nananom. No, I catch them say. How successful you have been wherever you are. Munyusu no na momfa moame kotoko no mame. Nti obana se ho na oba be kire o corporate semwa. They don't belong there. Eno otumfo nko guarantee ade ma because amamre kwa ni bibia no otumfo no omobosia. Onko bank nko kan kire mze mumam sika na ekire me de aba. Enti omo mbe ye board na em so omo anti board na se a. Ene wo se bi omu jai se bi a wo sika wo. Anyway, Juma, why no connections? And yes, if I have a walk, ne case and quay trocrat and quay busan quad as a good be able
to say, for example,
got
Minu said, Ebia Kotoko, Tino, Elquaji,
the Mawa do Zika, near the
Elquaji loan, Edia, project.
Odeka loan, but some 2 years, I didn't call home, but see me as I make him pass with me. Say the Kotoko loan. Na asema ye kan say ye de kotoko supporters ye dey process ye sales player ton and we choose can be in the next 30 years ah when ye nka say obi me guarantee ba kotoko team no so and if you say mu first come na fan project we but how am say ye tia no yen sa e kotoko asem ne ye kan o Zakito de o kan Arsenal ne Manchester ne bia baby for otumfo friend nananom no catch on say meja pade we mo nkwohwe mame ne nkoyie ekwa mo befa so aye no edi mo amusika ne mo connections ne mo contact ne sa na mo ye no ye mfa honko na ejiro ba be ka say minim yanza e de kwaji ayi banti no they are at the wrong place ato papa no ba catch and say anie wa adwuma na oye no em say enye ha no so ba honko ba before
eti
Because na ka u said Dr. Magwam nu letetro. Come on go dibima. Yes mu from sika na mra we my 4 billion, we my 5 billion. Esimu yes sika for tina ko vina me bo am fans no. O this cat from Prada capo di titis. Na mu ha say na ye we na ye compare sponsorship na obi me guarantee.
Who say omo argument na say Kofi. Omo argument na say today chairman biaba we ni sika ye. Ebia ne mra so no ko the project agent no because the urban ebia no onye interested in that you know but when it's a team's project can a team need ya and they say they have this project and they say
me ento asem na
no me to ase me can me to ase but
now minya 15-20 minutes session with the chief of staff and when you say opportunity you understand it ti otum for friend nananom ti o otum for japade be different bia ne nana of friend say wo and you do ba wo bra na wo boni usika na wanyane adwene na apode ba na wo ba na sa ba ka say oh ye de ye wo bank ye corporate phone ti ye nhihye aye yinti ye no e ka sa anyam na ke be frem tumfo catch for men japa o trollete o do we do go do trollete and I propose the bank otumfo mobotia ti catch am say board ye do ba usika na wanya
the reason why say you go to supporter this board wo say the question because you see nkomani am di answer say are you aware say even for example the CEO like this or one person a so go to support us so omo menim how to menim kwam so be kasam no the CEO of the club no the one person after 3 years whether he will be there or only banani amponsa there support us no so obokuma se bia no mu na so mo dinse na beti so no mo den enam kroma se na na amponsa no so obokuma se a ese support us mo fa no mo dinse mo beti so
adinta
no mo den nam
adinta
are you aware say even project na oye no now who say one person on tinyo bi say agrada de bia say on chance say CEO e ka say they are doing the project with sponsorship money
On Tiasa because or I say some board members also contributed. I always say the board members come mama no like they have been paid back.
I don't know that.
Some monies have been paid back to them.
First of all, you must have conditions ben on the men's can. Sky or the ediche. And the order the firm war. Unyana diaba. So what's not to open sky project? It be a carpenter need this can am so me wo. Me wo 60,000 be da ho. Na me de babe man echi oti access all the baba also the man dey mame. Any what dem dey che. And no be share me. No so why pa up 1,000 be next week or the baba me. Na me 1,000 be. But me to match 200 cedis menye. Mama 200 there me na mu so am 500 me to mama mu 2 menye. Nego pay 800 to bosia. Ba me dey menye. Condition of this kind of man and what the beji. That yente sa na man say o.
No, the me say.
But board no tie on Adakoda project they've not taken.
No, they've
not taken.
No, project. They have to go to
With respect to project, whatever they contribute.
No, and they send
they've not taken.
And some send that check. When the man they give and they send that. But I'm saying
and individually, they've made some contributions. And not the Oka said Fabra night say they have the right to take their monies back.
No, and yes, like they did it as at board members are contributing.
No,
Nani have paid all those money back.
Let's not get confused. And son I do better return will be sick and never so the chair you don't pay the person back. Mix it too.
Oh, we are not
let's not mix the two. You only chair don't be a check. But I mean watch me. Jiwede also didn't back the man. Jack, go via but I just so that's some no you the two baby that. So what I say? Oh, yeah. You are careful. We will sit here.
Oh yeah.
And create certain impression.
Oh yeah.
I said the omunya.
No, say like I say for example, ska my project no mutia ya obi ask otia ya. So omo man na ampa
which includes the project and that season. Yeah. That was their first season.
Yeah.
Until omo contribute here. Even though I choose omo budget for the whole season, omo contribute to me. So tell me you. And in the course of it, if I'm right, it was around 900,000 Ghana cedis. Nti muna na skani bia no muditwa Christopher Neti. Skani bia no African trip in some Mauritania omuditwa bi. Nti sika ka for project no which was part of their budget no. So for more budget for that season any skana na kana ne skani swa. Because no more church akani bi e dey few. So to sort the mention tina for drew stage a club no and ade ba kwa ye nyina mixing say we told me that be a say anytime I will pick discussion on board we and no one sense no music assembly contribution. Mekwa for the letter chief of staff at the Babon.
Yeah.
And he stated Osteti Kotoko should be run as a corporate institution.
Yeah.
And thereby
a corporate institution all run here. All run a corporate institution.
So you have to go, you have to use the club to generate money.
And that's what Bianca said will be used club to generate money.
And if and let me say the club are not giving me get position lot. Now the club no discount will be around the club now. Now my man then
first time I got over discount baby there
yeah they want it.
But so catch you two for an amens say na me make kada mamre part. So two for on mobosia. Into on truck rat and go baby say
so dey me fancy
so. Na sikari nyanya ne dia.
So be yekotoko. Obe yekotoko. Me dey fancy obe yekotoko. Na dey kotoko ko jobosia. Ekaba Kotoko as a football club and you wouldn't responsible. Kotoko is a limited liability company.
Yeah.
Do it mean comment here? So could use it
to guarantee.
Send American club no.
Something
you can do that using the club. And indicate to the bank how you are going to pay back.
But they were stopped.
Is not involved in that.
They were stopped.
Is that not arrangement? Supporters mobilization. Supporters mobilization. It should be enough to offset part of the bus.
And what do you cover? Let me see. They say bus. Kotoko part today so much, which is around is it 200,000 Ghana cedi or something. Kotoko Tria, and they say fully the bus belongs to Kotoko.
So what
Omotria bus. When it comes to the bus, when it comes to the bus issue, and they Kotoko or be a so we can talk about the method of financing.
Yeah.
As a
broader subject.
And no nebia yenya brebi esi yenya time na ye discuss anyoma no o se ni nyina so ba with tenwa so what the mention as
very important.
Makase the main pointer e was say ye nyina one day ye discuss na draw go for attention and say enne say the football team no will be in females and whether as board or chief executive it will be difficult to plan. So long term
resource.
They said now we can't snap project. It took them how many years to build the Emirates? And they said in few minutes and sana ediama omomoye project now they couldn't have finished it. And the issue of tenure must be discussed well. So be aboard no more 7 years to implement this. But in few minutes they say obeti my bibi eno na I was say yeko
meaning say oko chief we no discuss this there one thing anytime be many opportunity to discuss Kotoko issues with him already say one reason why aside Kotoko being a football club Kotoko team creating jobs and man nipa mo e bia na nkro mo siso mo Ashanti region mo nyoma so bebo football meaning so resist the issue ma
it is all broad or wide
it is a member say what is anyoma we nyina can be 3 years one so mo say within that short period now and there man very difficult to achieve it because where to say board we buy they came to virtually meet a zero account account and virtually zero
almost start afresh
so what the mention say it's funny say Kotoko budget for every single season be $5 million so sikeni wa
gubana zero
yes sikeni wa as a board need to raise even half of $5 million no normal say 2.5 na no be raise true sponsorship mind you the club na nyomo dia so them tell say
I'm down another kito
it is omo ba mezoto omo raise scanner obi beti aga say medium de beche obi so beti aga say bisika me di shemu no edu be dey say what the mame
obi so mama mu half
tinu obu sa won say so omo raise $2.5 million in the space of 3 years omo be dey no manya omo sika back then the club na koto level club no be start generate sika omo akotokodo omo kan betimi etua it me the biggest concern when it comes to all this issue also the na me say ase kasa ase mu ase eya na kasa o manfo ansi obi anye bibia and you can say since e take kotokodo 1935 ebepem 3 years ago at this board any management by we Dr. Sapon ayi okoye wa dakoja achia adan obi abaye aside e be a training fitness anyoma which eye basic eye obi anya obi anfa physical infrastructure bi fancy ho but nipa mienu na bi omodi sade so omobaye it tells you say there is a big problem
the recurrent expenditure of the club
yes,
and not projects
it just said there is a big problem
there you have a hole to fill
ehono na
who pays so better sidan
ehono na on say the biana me kasa about supporters contribution elale money hwan na ya da bi ye do mu twa Kotoko mpoa no it's not like mizoto obi ti ba bi no tam ni sika kwa say elale mu ye wo funds be bread running football club Real Madrid nya Florentino Perez na di sika kwa Real Madrid o mizoto Real Madrid no nya Florentino Perez na di sika kwa Real Madrid o Real Madrid have the associates supporters some registered supporters at club no omo dey hu omo as owners of the club it is yakoto ba na enyi wo Sometymer say wo na wo ye ebia CEO of Real Madrid the stand of Real Madrid as a football club any Japade a Real Madrid wo no eno na abehwe bia betam bibi so de kwaje bosia ana kwaje bosia kwa so de kwaye club ti so mu stadium yo mu upgrade no mu kwaje bosia omo kwaje bosia omo di yi zoto esa wo aka dia betimi di atwa bosia no na afene so anasa wo term so akobu akonta de ache supporters no it mean yes it mean me feel say based on the structure of Asante Kotoko as a football club supporters contribution should be key supporters contribution should be very key because the owner of the club up him so actually said Mzoto club ni wa kandia ebetimi dia finance no and the biggest of all is the supporters to say fabu sense say by even though they are trying, but physical mutia. Physical mutia. The money is not enough. But these same supporters will ask for results. These same supporters will ask for results. Between board member now, I find so many team, any war supporter. Who team need here board member no? They will come as businessmen. But who be with your passion.
Okay.
And me feel say supporters need to contribute very much.
Yeah, sir. Well, with the ama esana topic na pesi ekumuno.
About it, man, diabetes. You obey 3-4 minutes.
How do you but see, Asante Kotoko yina na say, ownership and financing. Kotoko has a different structure when it comes to this. Kotoko with different structure when it comes to ownership and financing. Who owns it? Who finances it? Mbajata say, and none na wo chere Zakito mu amamre kakra with regards to how Kotoko no ye financing ne piska da ye Kotoko ne ade na. So that is the situation. And now the director of the company owns Oyerepa FM. He directly finances it. But what Shrimachre say, Asante Kotoko de no, the king owns the club. We yini nana no. Masase so na motie. Asase na
mondivo strategy.
Asase na motie so no. Eno na ama mo aya adefo.
Yeah.
Ene sika aba mo nse.
Me shemon munyam.
Me shemon nyam. Nti mo fa sa sika ne me shemon mo fa bi nko hwe Asante Kotoko. So Asante Kotoko has a different ownership and financing structure. A different crowd, different crowd. So you have to understand it in this regard. And so what is be Asante Kotoko no running or what you say. Nemo be na mesre based on discussion now here. If this is the case, then empenimfo na omo ba ebe fa Asante Kotoko as board of directors no. And what's almost to tell say because legend based on discussion na course na chere say Zakito no opinion in common no ebia na opinion no had a different view of how Asante Kotoko should be run as a board of director. Legend Bajata say he had a different view.
They say clarification grab and say the money that was raised and no kono mudi nyina twiaka.
Okay.
Nti adakoja achi project ne de. Aside MZ container ne bia NCC4 NCC4 no tobi. Edema club no. Bio maye wa adakoja achi nyina ta project no. Self and true.
The board no raise am the twiaka na de da ho.
No di twia ye.
Okay.
Nti adakoja achi project no osisi ne de. Kotoko as a football club. And with their management no more be led by Nana Ponsa. I raise sika.
Okay.
And no more their project.
So legend. That is the situation. As board of directors, I was saying almost because for all you know, see, because that fateful Saturday night discussion with Hannah about more pedigree and maybe more free bar and no more my year in their lives, in their various endeavors. What him said, these are corporate gurus.
Yeah.
And how Mohammed say the corporate setting as and no more the bar Asante Kotoko so Mbabeya Asante Kotoko. Etebia was say obi so tiro mo the amamre side the cultural aspect of running Asante Kotoko. The tradition behind running Asante Kotoko. How to generate revenue to run Asante Kotoko. And somebody say they will not be disappointed. And Bajata say, but omoba with this full force, as a bank be director of
Obi senators well, let me go say Zakito did not mention in his submission. But he mentioned owners. Kotoko owned by Menchia.
Yeah.
So the moment we work as a Menchiano, he doesn't have to say he oka owner no nka so become Menchia. Kotoko Otum dia. And the seat of Otumfo's kingdom, any friend Menchiano. But it's a way said the way can use your resources, use your contacts to raise money for the club. Send a whichever way. Na se Kotoko ebia bakwa na sebe busia wom. Omo mbeto aso no tuatuai.
But legend one
but you don't involve Menchia in all this.
So it means that ubetimi akwaje bosiano the directors of Asante Kotoko would have to guarantee that So that is fine.
You do it. But in the case these corporate people, I'm told, wanted the owners.
The owners, that is Mensia.
To play that role.
Mensia so memwaha.
No, woman.
So the directors of Asante Kotokono.
That message is
okay. You find it out to say. Legend, it means I was say find it out to say. Directors of Asante Kotokono board no. Almost betimi I guarantee without going to Mensia.
You can.
So
as directors, you can.
But just maybe. Just
issue.
Just maybe.
10
years. But just maybe so. Legend been so before say facility no you have to create the awareness. So these are the things I was saying. But one day I think say a broad topic I said that broad topic I was say that could be my main year na me first legend see
based on how that is the best practice. Na KB supporters contribution no esoba na sponsorship ba eno de e be yesa ye me kan chewo sometime I say afa was board member and who sometime afa usikabra because source of revenue because supporters in registration if Kotoko Kra we be 100,000 registered supporters every single company are you interested in football and sports be per se because of the numbers
me we no Nyame adoma nyambo china yeni ha ti Saturday anopa I'll take time say broma no ma discuss it doctor
after all night
doctor
all night
doctor nyaho tamakulu now legend chairman kwesi enafi e wo Germany ne birthday chairman no ne papa ne wofa ne ye ne papa na adi nyina wo so oda fom ti wonye no